You know that feeling? That hollow ache in your chest when the credits roll on the final episode of a show you've poured your heart into? It's a strange, bittersweet grief, saying goodbye to characters who have felt like friends. For fans of one of Prime Video's most beloved series, that feeling hit hard on September 17th. After 3 years of sun-drenched summers, messy heartbreaks, and epic romance, The Summer I Turned Pretty closed its final chapter. Or so we thought. Based on the iconic trilogy by the brilliant Jenny Han, the series finale was an emotional marathon. We watched Isabel Belly Conklin, the perfectly cast Lola Tongue, navigate the impossible currents of a love triangle with the Fisher brothers, the steady and soulful Conrad, Christopher Briney, and the charming, golden retriever in human form Jeremiah, Gavin Cosalegno. The final, feature-length episode finally gave us the answer we'd been desperate for, confirming what book readers knew all along: Belly and Conrad were endgame. Seeing them finally find their way back to each other was pure magic. And yet, as the screen faded to black, a part of us screamed, "Wait, that's it." For 3 seasons, we'd been on a roller coaster. We'd seen the tentative beginnings of young love, the gut-wrenching pain of miscommunication and loss, and the confusing, often messy journey of Belly finding herself. The 3rd season, in particular, spent a significant amount of time exploring the deep connection and subsequent fallout between Belly and Jeremiah. It was necessary, it was dramatic, and it was emotional. But it meant that when Belly and Conrad finally reunited, we were only given a few precious moments of their hard-won happiness. It felt like a beautiful appetizer when what our hearts were truly starving for was the main course. We saw the happy ending, but we didn't get to live in it. Just as fans began to settle into that post-series void, resigned to rewatching old episodes and diving into fanfiction for our Bonrad fix, a piece of news dropped that felt like a burst of sunshine after a storm. This is not a drill, and you are not dreaming. A Summer I Turned Pretty movie is officially in development. It's the news we barely dared to hope for. For every fan who felt the final season was a little too heavy on the heartbreak and a little too light on the bliss, this movie feels like a promise. It's a chance to heal, a chance to truly bask in the love story that was always meant to be. Yes, we're happy Jeremiah seemed to find a new path and a potential spark with Denise, but with all due respect to the Jolly shippers, the story we're all desperate to see continue is the one that started it all, on that porch in Cousins Beach. What could this new chapter possibly hold? Jenny Han, the mastermind behind this universe, has dropped a tantalizing clue. She mentioned that Belly still has a big milestone left that she would love to explore. For anyone who has read and reread the final pages of the book trilogy, one major event comes to mind: the wedding. The books conclude with Belly and Conrad tying the knot, a beautiful, full-circle moment that was absent from the series finale. Could the movie be our invitation to the wedding of the summer? Imagine the journey, the proposal, the planning, the inevitable family hurdles, and finally, the beautiful moment they say I do. It's the ultimate payoff. Now for the question on everyone's mind: who is coming back? You can breathe a sigh of relief, because the heart of the story remains. Lola Tongue and Christopher Briney are set to reprise their roles as Belly Conklin and Conrad Fisher. Their undeniable chemistry is the anchor of the entire series, and a movie without them is simply unimaginable. While other casting news is still under wraps, it's safe to assume we'll see many familiar faces. The world of The Summer I Turned Pretty is built on its rich, interconnected relationships. What about everyone else? The series finale left several exciting doors open. Belly's brother, Stephen, and her best friend, Taylor, took a huge leap, deciding to move to California together for a massive business opportunity. Their own fan-favorite romance could easily be a delightful subplot. And speaking of California, Conrad was studying there. While the final scene showed him and Belly blissfully back at the Cousins Beach house, could their future lie on the West Coast, with the beach house remaining their sacred summer escape? This could also pave the way for a run-in with Jeremiah, who is pursuing his dream of becoming a chef, and Denise, who is joining Stephen's business venture. The possibilities for a full-circle reunion, filled with maturity and new beginnings for everyone, are endless. Unfortunately, we'll have to hold on to that summer feeling for a little while longer. There is no release date for the movie just yet, as filming hasn't even begun. Jenny Han told NBC, "We don't know when it's coming out, but not next year. We still have to make it. As painful as the wait may be, It's also reassuring. Han and the team are dedicated to getting this right, to crafting a beautiful continuation of Belly and Conrad's story that honors the journey we've all been on with them. While we might be hopefully penciling in 2027 on our calendars, we know it will be worth the wait. Then, we have 3 perfect seasons waiting for us on Prime Video. It's time to head back to Cousins Beach, press play, and fall in love all over again. The summer isn't over, it's just getting started.